What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Frank's Media and Reviews. In today's video, I'm going to go over two movies, and that is Second Sight's newest releases of Green Room and Possessor. Oh, that looked awkward. My hand. So Green Room and Possessor. These are limited editions. I'll do some unboxings, do quick review of the movie itself or themselves, and then do the transfer and audio. So I'll do the Green Room first. Another banger, another wonderful limited edition by Second Sight. And here's the disc right here. Patrick Stewart plays an incredible villain. Got some art cards. I'm not going to go through all of them, but there's like 6 of them here. And then a wonderful book. Here's over in the club. That's actually a really good illustration. Fantastic. Wow, I honestly didn't even really look at it too much. This is about 100 pages, slightly over 100 pages. Just info about the movie. As far as the movie itself, this movie, not gonna lie, I'm tell you guys that I'm, honest with you guys. And the first time I saw this movie, I kind of didn't like it that much. Like some parts I liked. I really loved Patrick Stewart role. But yeah, I rewatched it again and liked it even better. Liked it prior. And then saw this, of course, the 4K transfer. And yeah, I liked this even better than the last time. So I think it gets better after every rewatch. At least it did for me. This movie was actually filmed in my backyard here in Oregon. Meaning that there's a couple locations that was filmed not too far from where I live. And so it was kind of nice to see like Astoria, and then there's some sites over here. It was also filmed in the Mountain Hood National Forest, so it was really nice for I, as an Oregonian, to see that in a film, because there's some Oregonian pride, Pacific Northwest scenes, because there's always like films being shot in Seattle and everything, but for us specifically Oregonians, it's nice to see our locations in different films. So that's just my little Oregonian love into this film. As for the movie itself, this band is a punk rock band, and they are just traveling around town. And one of the places they stop and play their gig is at a grungy looking bar, and everything stuff hits the fan when one of the band members, Aiton, witnesses an aftermath of an incident, and basically his band is held hostage. And Patrick Stewart is flippin' amazing as a villain. He might be one of my favorite villains in a film. This movie came out a while ago, but he is just fantastic. And of course, you don't ever see him play a villain. I think maybe that's why he took this role, is to play something that he doesn't traditionally play. And that's a badass, intimidating, chilling villain. So I love seeing actors get outside of their comfort zone, and they play just phenomenal villains. Robin Williams is another one with 1 Hour Photo. He even plays a bad guy in an SVU episode as well. A little side note: But highly enjoyed this film. Again, for me, I had to do a rewatch for me to get myself into it and like the film. So if you didn't like it the first time, highly recommend it. Recommend rewatching it and see if that changes your mind. But as far as the 4K transfer, um, you know, if you've seen the movie's not really bright in colors. It's it's dingy. Um, there's some outside shots in the beginning of the film that look good, but for the color palette, it's not very vibrant, and that's the style of the director. And it's still looked good. Picture looked great. It's not a reference quality disc, but that's not what the style of direction that the director did for this film. So I think Second Sight did a fabulous job with this 4K transfer. It's in Dolby Vision. Sorry, I didn't include that. It's in Dolby Vision, and yeah, I thought the 4K transfer looked really good. Audio is in DTS Master 5.1, and it was a good 5.1 mix. I really liked it. Liked when the band was playing their songs. That felt pretty good with the surrounds. When the action happens later on in the film, it sounded really good. I had no complaints with the dialogue. So overall, I thought it was a great mix with the audio, great transfer with the 4K transfer, and I recommend, if you like this movie, I highly recommend getting Second Sight's 4K transfer of Green Room. They have a limited edition, of course, and then there's a standard edition as well. So highly recommend this edition, or I should say, sorry, highly recommend watching and getting Green Room. The next film is Possessor. Again, just like Green Room, I'm going to do an unboxing, talk about the film, talk about the 4K transfer, and then the audio. So here is the front. Here is the back. Here is some fancy art cards. Not going to, again, show them all. Here is where the disc is. Really cool. And here, yeah. Oh my gosh. I mean, I literally just unboxed this, but dang, look at that. That's so cool. One thing, okay, I think I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me talk. Let me talk about the movie first. So, the movie is about these people who take over their an individual's mind, and they basically take control of their body, and they assassinate people. And that's what this girl does. That's her. And so she is one of the main characters of the film, and it's just a great story. And it's got some great imagery. The ending, after I finished watching this movie for the first time, I was like, damn, it was kind of bleak, man. Now I don't know if it's Eden Lake bleak, but it's pretty damn close. But highly recommend watching this film. Brandon Cronenberg is a great director. This is, I want to say this is his first film, and he knocked it out of the park with this. For me, this movie was really effective because after watching it, like, I kept thinking about it. And as I mentioned before, movies that after I finish watching it, if I keep thinking about it afterwards, to me it's a very effective film, and it makes me want to rewatch it, because that's what I did after watching it the first time. I gave it a few days because, the ending and everything, but it's a fantastic movie. And I highly recommend it. I don't want to go too much more into the storyline, but if you like the sci-fi type movies, and it's there's some horror themes as well. Highly recommend get watching this movie, and if you like it, spoiler alert, get the own it on 4K, because I'm going to go over another one. So uh, that's the story. I did an unboxing. Now I'm going to go over the 4K transfer. 4K transfer is Dolby Vision, and it looked good. I have an LG C10, and the colors are very good. I liked it. Had no problems with the 4K transfer. However, a long time ago, when I first became a big 4K collector, I got Possessor. A few years ago. I don't know, when was this? 2019. I'm trying to look really quick, but anyway, it's like 2019, 2020 when this came out, and I thought that it looked great. This is just an HDR 10 transfer. Nothing. There's no Dolby Vision, so it's just HDR10. But I thought the 4K transfer looked very good. So I was like, well, one, I love Second Sight. I mentioned multiple times they're my favorite boutique label. So I will buy their releases no matter what, even if I have the movie. So I was wondering, what the hell's the difference between the one that came out a few years ago? This was done by Neon and Will Go USA, and this is done by Second Sight. I want to say this is Neon who did the 4K transfer. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I believe. This one again, Second Sight. So, what the hell's the difference between them? Well, it's kind of minimal. I do have to say, if you have this version, there's no need to get the Second Sight release if you are satisfied with the 4K, because there's not that big of a difference between the Neon version and the Second Sight 4Ks. There really isn't. This is possibly, again, it's like is nitpicking. Slightly brighter screen and slightly better colors, at least brighter colors. This is, I feel like the black inkiness is a little bit better, so it's a little bit more in depth, but it's like pulling hairs. So it's very minimal. So I'm going to be upfront with you guys. If you have this and you're satisfied, there's no reason to get this unless you're just a huge Possessor fan. You're a Second Sight fan. So it was 2 for 2 for me on this one. So I had to get it because Second Sight's packaging is just wonderful. The audio for both of them is the exact same. So audio's 5.1, sounded totally fine. No complaints with dialogue, with the surrounds. Yeah. So overall, I do recommend this movie, as I stated before, if you're a big Possessor fan and if you're, a Second Sight collector like myself, because packaging is just wonderful, and they always put so much effort into their work. So, but yeah, I am generally, Second Sight does better than the previous releases on Blu-ray or 4K, but Yeah, it's basically like maybe this is slightly better, but not by much. It's just kind of, your preference. That's what I would say. It's your preference. Thanks guys for checking out the video. I noticed I didn't take too much time, so that's very good. Maybe I'm getting a little bit better, who knows? But I'm big fans of The Green Room and Possessor, and I hope that this video was insightful for you guys and gave you just a quick comparison between the Possessor, sorry, Possessor 4K from Neon and the Possessor 4K from Second Sight. Like I said, very minimal, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. Of the comparisons are just my review in general. So if you like this video, go ahead, like and subscribe. And before I forget, I mentioned earlier how I had to rewatch The Green Room and then I enjoyed the film. What other films have you watched that you didn't like? And then later on the rewatch, you guys really liked the film. So thanks again and have a good day, guys. Bye.